Today is Thursday, April 9th, 2020. Yesterday I went on YouTube Live on the Alienware laptop over here using the webcam. Now I've got a nice Canon Professional XA10 1080p digital camera to record this with, so hopefully you have quite a lot better quality than we had yesterday at least. So yesterday I went on and recorded a video about problems that people are having accessing the New York State Department of Labor Unemployment Benefits Telephone Claims Center line and using the website to file unemployment benefit claims as related to if they've lost their job, whatever, can't work because of the coronavirus pandemic that's been spreading like wildfire through New York State. And especially in New York City. New York City was like the epicenter of the country now, which was interesting because the first cases in the United States showed up in Washington State and in California. And then all of a sudden, out of virtually nowhere, New York City gets hit the biggest, like Rockland County, Westchester County, whatever, gets hit hard. And now all of a sudden New York is the epicenter of the virus. So a lot of people, because of Governor Andrew Cuomo's New York on pause executive order, shutting down all non-essential businesses, lots of people are unemployed right now. Unemployment numbers through the roof. The unemployment numbers at the end of March, which was for the week before that, so it'd be like kind of middle-ish end of March. The unemployment numbers there were like 3.1 million new unemployment claims had come in. Then, first week in April for the last week in March, the unemployment claims after that, new claims, spiked up to 6.2 million new unemployment claims. So in any event, New York State Department of Labor website, especially for as it related to the unemployment benefits claims part of that, being hit hard, big time, bigly getting hit hard. Lots of people trying to log on, getting kicked off, the web pages are timing out, people can't complete their claim online, they're getting kicked off the website's freezing up, crashing, whatever, all sorts of issues there. Then on top of that, trying to call the telephone claims center, people are not able to do that either because they're just constantly getting busy signals all the time. You can't even connect to the system to try to start or complete your claim. To try to highlight some of these problems that have been going on, I have tried to log on to the Department of Labor Unemployment website myself to file a claim just to see what the process is like, and it did take me about 3 or 4 tries trying to go through the website because it would time out, crash, whatever, kick me off. Then I'd have to log back in again. Pages weren't loading, you'd have to refresh the page multiple times to get it to come up. Anyway, so I got past all that and got this handy-dandy little printout here in my hands saying that I had started the claim online. But here's the problem, because the New York State Department of Labor wants people to go online and file their claim online to take the load off of the telephone claims center. The problem with that is that even if you fill out the form online like they tell you to, they'll give you this handy-dandy printout at the end of it that says, you must call the telephone claim center in order to complete your claim. The information you have provided on the web application has been saved. However, to complete your claim, you must call the telephone claim center, or TCC, to speak with a claims specialist to provide additional information about your claim. So even if you start your application online, you can get a lot of good information entered there, so hopefully it'll reduce the amount of time you're actually on the phone, but regardless, it's still not cutting down on the number of calls that they're getting, because even if you start your claim online, you must call a telephone claim center anyways to complete your claim. So it's not exactly taking any of the load off of the telephone claim center, because they're not allowing people to complete their claim entirely online, which makes absolutely no sense. There's no reason why in 2020, with all the technology that we have, you could be able to do it completely online. You should not have to call a physical human being to file an unemployment claim. But that's just my 2 cents on it. But in any event, so they tell you to call the telephone claims center to complete your claim, provide your social security number and PIN, and you'll be transferred to a claims specialist to complete your application over the phone. So we got that. So we had originally started this claim on April 1st, over a week ago. Weren't able to get a hold of anybody on April 1st, which was a Wednesday. Thursday the 2nd, Friday the 3rd, unable to get a hold of anybody on the telephone claim center. Then this week, we didn't call Monday or Tuesday because, according to the Department of Labor's own website, trying to reduce the load off of the telephone claim center, they want people whose last names start with A through F to call on Monday. If your last name starts with G through N, you have to call on Tuesday. And if your last name starts with O through Z, like mine does, you call on Wednesday. And if you missed your day, you can call on Thursday and Friday to try to get a hold of somebody, which nobody's getting through on Monday through Wednesday anyways, so why would they be able to get through on Thursday and Friday? So I didn't call on Monday or Tuesday because that's not the day to call for me. I called yesterday. Yesterday was Wednesday. We did the video yesterday on April 8th. We weren't able to get a hold of anyone. I did a short kind of video there showing I was just getting busy signals. I did try several other times after I went off the air and wasn't on YouTube Live anymore, and tried calling several other times, but I was still getting busy signal, wasn't getting anywhere with it, so I didn't bother trying to record another video. So today's another day, and it is currently 10:46 a.m. and we're going to try calling yet again and see if we can get through to anybody or not. Before we do that, it does also say on here that in order for your claim to be effective on Monday of the current week, you must call the telephone claim center between Wednesday and Friday of this week from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. So, because I did this last week, I wasn't able to get a hold of anybody last week, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. We'll have to file another application online first, or will they still have my information? It's not exactly clear in the verbiage that they use, and they haven't updated their website either. A lot of this website was written before we had this COVID-19 coronavirus pandemic, and before we had the CARES Act that was passed by Congress and the Senate and signed into law on March 27th, 2020. As a result of that, they have this nice nifty little chart over here that shows who's eligible to apply for benefits and, you know, all this other stuff and what kind of benefits that you can get. The federal CARES Act that was passed because of coronavirus, because the government shut down businesses and people are not allowed to work right now unless they can work from home, which a lot of people can't in service industry businesses, stuff like that. They can't work from home, so they're laid off temporarily until this thing blows over, whatever it is, we flatten the curve and all that they want us to do. In the meantime, they're unemployed, they're not making any money. So that's why they had passed this CARES Act, so that people who are not traditionally eligible for unemployment benefits can get unemployment benefits right now because they had lost their job through no fault of their own and through no fault of the employers either, because the government went through and shut down all non-essential businesses. It's a very interesting and unique time in American history right now. So even people who would not traditionally be eligible for unemployment benefits, such as self-employed people, people working on 1099s, as contractors, things like that, and gig economy people like Uber drivers, DoorDash, stuff like that. Although a lot of those people can work and probably should be working, because you can probably do all right, just because, you know, lots of people are trying to order food, DoorDash, Uber Eats, all that kind of stuff, to get it delivered so they don't have to leave their houses. So there's still a lot of people that can do that. But I understand some people, they could be sick, they could have gotten COVID-19, they're afraid to go out and work in those kind of things, so they would still be covered even if they can't work or choose not to work because of health concerns. So they would still qualify under this plan to get unemployment benefits. That said, they want you to just fill out your unemployment claim online, but they haven't updated the online form at all to reflect these things. So it's still the old form. It doesn't have a lot of good information on it, and that's why I think it's very confusing for people trying to fill this out online. And it's also probably why they want people to call and talk to a human being so you can explain the situation to them and like, well, I'm unemployed for this reason, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I wouldn't normally be eligible under unemployment, so, yeah, and all that. That's probably a good part of it. But this is just standard boilerplate, whatever, output that it's probably always said for decades. And it just says that your claim is active for this week that you had filled it out, but since nobody can actually call the telephone claim center to complete their claim because it's slammed and it's busy all the time from the time it opens till the time it closes every single day, nobody's getting through. So is it only good for the week that you file it and then you have to file again if you weren't able to get through to the telephone claim center? Are they holding on to all this data? And even if it's 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, that you finally get a hold of the telephone claim center, will they still be able to process the claim that you'd originally filed, or will they tell you, nope, sorry, you gotta start all over again, which is gonna further frustrate the hell out of people. So that said, we're gonna try to call the telephone claim center now, just to give you an example of what people are running into. We already called yesterday, we just got busy signals all the time, so let's try calling again today on the speakerphone here.
Sorry, the number you called was busy. Please try again later.
Disculpe, el número que usted ha llamado está ocupado. Por favor, intente de nuevo más tarde.
Message 14. Switch 2, 3, 1, 5.
So, same issue. It's now 10:53 a.m. and not able to get through, line's busy. You can see it was even having a hard time trying to initially connect as well. It took a while for it to even try to connect with the call, so that was interesting. So let's call them again and see what happens. Oh, forgot to put the speakerphone on so you can hear it.
Sorry, the number you called was busy. Please try again later.
Disculpe, el número que usted ha llamado está ocupado. Por favor, intente de nuevo más tarde.
Message 14. Switch 2, 3, 1, 5.
Busy again. Let's try again. Third time's a charm, right? Well, maybe not in this case.
Sorry, the number you called was busy. Please try again later.
Disculpe, el número que usted ha llamado está ocupado. Por favor, intente de nuevo más tarde.
Message 14. Switch 2, 3, 1, 5.
Busy again. Yeah, alright.
Sorry, the number you called was busy. Please try again later.
Disculpe, el número que usted ha llamado está ocupado. Por favor, intente de nuevo más tarde.
Message 14. Switch 2, 3, 1, 5.
Still busy. That's what, like four times in a row, I think? Alright. Try 5 or 6, or whatever it is.
Sorry, the number you called was busy. Please try again later.
Disculpe, el número que usted ha llamado está ocupado. Por favor, intente de nuevo más tarde.
Message 14. Switch 2, 3, 1, 5.
Try again.
Sorry, the number you called was busy. Please try again later.
Disculpe, el número que usted ha llamado está ocupado. Por favor, intente de nuevo más tarde.
Message 14. Switch 2, 3, 1, 5.
Still busy. It's been like this all morning, folks. It's almost 11 o'clock now. It's just, it does this constantly. All day, every day, for weeks now. It's been like this. I don't know how anybody's even able to file a claim, to be honest.
The number or code you have dialed is incorrect. Please
What?
check the number or code and try again.
El número o código que usted ha marcado es incorrecto. Por favor, verifique el número o código y intente de nuevo.
Message 7. Switch 2, 3, 1, 5.
Well, that was certainly a different message there. I haven't gotten that one before. What the hell is that even supposed to mean? The switch or option that you selected was invalid or whatever. That wasn't even saying that the line was busy. That was like some other completely different weird error. That's kind of ridiculous. See if we get that or the busy signal again.
Sorry, the number you called was busy. Please try again later.
Disculpe, el número que usted ha llamado está ocupado. Por favor, intente de nuevo más tarde.
Message 14. Switch 2, 3, 1, 5.
Back to just being busy again, I guess. Try it again. But first you don't succeed,
Sorry,
so I try
the number
again.
you called was busy. Please try again later.
Disculpe, el número que usted ha llamado está ocupado.
Nope.
Por favor, intente de nuevo más tarde.
Message 14.
Switch
2,
2,
3,
3,
1,
1,
5.
5. Beep, 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 beep.
Sorry, the number you called was busy. Please try again later.
Disculpe, el número que usted ha llamado está ocupado.
Busy again.
Por favor, intente de nuevo más tarde.
Message 14. Switch 2, 3, 1, 5. Sorry, the number you called was busy. Please try again later.
Listo, acá un día me dejan así como en la y su cuenta me queda acá para acá, pero si me queda con la para la pantalla de Manager 14, Switch 2, 3, 1, 5. That time I didn't get anything. It just instantly disconnected like that. No message, no anything. That was certainly interesting. Just hanging up on people now. It's ridiculous.
Sorry, the number you called was busy. Please try again later.
Disculpe, el número que usted ha llamado está ocupado. Por favor, intente de nuevo más tarde.
Message 14. Switch 2, 3, 1, 5. The number or code you have dialed is incorrect. Please check the number or code and try again.
El número o código que usted ha marcado es
There's that message again. That's
Por favor,
certainly
verifique el número
interesting.
o código y intente de nuevo.
Message 7. Switch 2, 3, 1, 5.
They're just hanging up on people. One time I didn't even get the fancy message, it just gave me the busy signal.
Sorry, the number you called was busy. Please try again later.
Disculpe, el número que usted ha llamado está ocupado. Por favor, intente de nuevo más tarde.
Message 14.
Message 14, switch 2, 3, 1,
5.
You can certainly see how people are getting aggravated trying to get through to Department of Labor Telephone Claims Service Center right now, trying to complete their claims. Having to deal with this all day, every hour of every day.
Our State Department of Labor Unemployment Insurance Telephone Claims Line. To continue in English, press 1.
Holy cow, I actually got through. What? It's a miracle.
Leo del estado de Nueva York. Para continuar en
See if we can actually get through now.
The federal government enacted legislation, the CARES Act, that enhances unemployment insurance benefits. If you are already receiving unemployment insurance benefits, there is nothing you need to do to qualify for the enhanced UI benefits. Your benefits will be automatically updated. If you are calling about pandemic unemployment assistance and federal UI legislation, please monitor our website at labor.ny.gov. Information will be posted when we receive it from the federal government. In an effort to keep the phone lines open for those filing new claims, please hang up and visit our website at www.labor.ny.gov for the latest updates. If you are filing a new claim, the date you should file is based on the first letter of your last name. If your last name starts with A through F, file your claim on Monday. For last names starting with G through N, file your claim on Tuesday. For last names starting with O through Z, file your claim on Wednesday. If you missed your filing day, file your claim on Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. We have also extended hours. We are open Monday through Sunday from 8 a.m. until 7:30 p.m., except on Friday, when we are open from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Are you calling about the potential for extending unemployment insurance benefits? For yes, press 1. For no, press 2.
Why would you ever say no?
Action on the Families First Coronavirus Response Act, including extended unemployment benefits. New Yorkers do not need to do anything new. If the state qualifies for extended benefits, they will be provided automatically. If you are calling with questions about extended unemployment insurance benefits, please hang up and go to our website at www.labor.ny.gov.
Because why the hell would people be calling the number just to ask about extended benefits and not actually filing a claim is beyond me, but I mean, they gotta say that to try to shoot people off the line.
However, you can immediately view and print your 1099-G for calendar year 2019 on our website at labor.ny.gov. To have a 1099 sheet mailed to you, press 1 now. Otherwise, press 9 to continue to the main menu.
No, I don't want to do that.
Main menu.
Main menu. Hey, we got through. It's a miracle.
Monitored or recorded. Please choose one of the following selections. To enter your representative's telephone extension number, press 1. To complete your claim that was already begun on our website or by phone, press 2.
Well, that's the option I want to do.
Press 3. New York State Department of Labor is an equal opportunity employer program provider. Auxiliary aids and services are available upon request to individuals with disabilities. Before we get started, I need to collect some information. Please enter your 9-digit social security number using your telephone keypad. For helping complete your claim, thank you for calling the New York State Department of Labor Telephone Claims Center. The information you have provided has been recorded in our system, but in order for your claim to be completed, you need to speak with a claims specialist.
Yeah, I know. Why do you think I'm calling?
High volume of calls at this time, and all specialists are busy with other customers. Our extended hours are Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday between the hours of 7:30 a.m. and 8 p.m.
What? So after all that, they just hung up on me. What the heck is that all about? I went through all that just to have them hang up on me and tell me to call back again later. You know, this is the type of garbage that people are experiencing out there that's frustrating the hell out of them. Now watch, I'm not going to be able to get through again.
Sorry, the number you called was busy. Please try again later.
Disculpe, el número que usted ha llamado está ocupado. Por favor, intente de nuevo más tarde.
Message 14. Switch 2, 3, 1, 5.
Yeah, so then now it's busy, now I can't even reconnect again after they just kicked me off the last time when I was actually able to get through. Wow, it's utterly ridiculous.
The number or code you have dialed is incorrect. Please
Oh,
check
now we're
the
getting
number
that
or code
error
and
again.
try again.
El número o código que usted ha marcado es incorrecto. Por favor, verifique el número o código y intente de nuevo.
Message 7. Switch 2, 3, 1, 5.
You have reached the Department of Labor. We are experiencing high call volume time. If you need immediate assistance, please visit our website, www.labor.ny.gov, or please try again later. Thank you.
So now they have another recorded message, even if you don't get a busy signal and you try to connect to it. So now they got a recording on there telling you, go on the website, we don't want you to call here, and then they just hang up on you. I mean, this is absolutely ridiculous, you know, what they're putting people through.
Sorry, the number you called was busy. Please try again later.
Disculpe, el número que usted ha llamado está ocupado. Por favor, intente de nuevo más tarde.
Message 14. Switch 2, 3, 1, 5.
Back to being busy again.
was busy. Please try again later.
Disculpe, el número que usted ha llamado está ocupado. Por favor, intente de nuevo.
Busy again.
Sorry, the number you called was busy. Please try again later.
Disculpe, el número que usted ha llamado está ocupado. Por favor, intente de nuevo más tarde.
Message 14. Switch 2315.
Busy again. Well, that was a fast busy. That's like the old school busy signal. No message, no anything. It just gives you right the busy signal and disconnects. I don't know what the difference is and how there sometimes you get the recording about the busy and sometimes you just get the busy signal like that again. I don't know what the difference is, how sometimes you get the busy signal and sometimes you get the busy message recording before you get the busy signal. Interesting.
Sorry, the number you called was busy. Please try again later.
Well, there you go. Now we're getting the busy message again.
Por favor, intente de nuevo más tarde.
Message 14.
Message 14. Switch 2315.
Sorry, the number you called was busy. Please try again later.
Disculpe, el número que usted ha llamado está ocupado. Por favor, intente de nuevo más tarde.
Message 14. Switch
2315. Really irritating and annoying.
Sorry, the number you called was busy. Please try again later.
Disculpe, el número que usted ha llamado está
I mean,
ocupado. Por favor,
this is
intente de nuevo
ridiculous.
más tarde.
Message 14. Switch 2315.
Alright. They've been going through all this garbage here trying to fill out an unemployment claim online. Now you know how Sisyphus felt pushing a boulder up a hill for eternity. That's what this is like. This is rolling a boulder up a hill for eternity. Pushing a damn boulder up the hill. It sucks. Damn Sisyphus.
Sorry, the number you called was busy. Please try again later.
Disculpe, el número que usted ha llamado está ocupado.
Busy again. Calling again.
Sorry, the number you called was busy. Please try again
Sorry,
later.
the number you called was busy. Please try again
El número que
later.
usted ha llamado está ocupado. Por favor,
Just out of curiosity, why does the Spanish version of that message sound like it's like twice as long as the English version? You know? It's like, the message is like twice as long as the English version.
Sorry, the number you called was busy. Please try again later.
disculpe, el número que usted ha llamado está ocupado. Por favor, intente de nuevo más tarde.
Message 14. Switch 2.
Alright, maybe it's a bit of an exaggeration, but Oh man, I'm losing it here dealing with this garbage. Oh my god, this is so infuriating.
Sorry, the number you called was busy. Please try again later.
Disculpe, el número que usted ha llamado está ocupado. Por favor, intente de nuevo más tarde.
Message 14. Switch 2315.
This is very aggravating, I gotta tell you. Especially if I'm somebody sitting at home doing nothing, not making any money,
The number you called was busy.
and I gotta put up with this all day, every day to try to file an unemployment benefits claim. I would be furious. Actually, I am furious already just putting up with this garbage.
315.
But I can only imagine how frustrating this is for everybody else in New York State right now. Doesn't have a job, they're laid off because of coronavirus, and now you can't even get through to file an unemployment benefit claim. I mean,
Sorry, the number you called was busy. Please try again later.
Disculpe, el número que usted ha llamado está ocupado. Por favor, intente de nuevo más tarde.
Message 14. Switch
2315.
We're sorry. We are experiencing an extremely high volume of calls at this time. Please call back or go online to www.labor.ny.gov to file a new claim.
Lo sentimos, tenemos un volumen extremadamente alto de llamadas en este momento. Vuelva a llamar o ingrese en línea a www.labor.ny.gov para solicitar un reclamo nuevo.
So that time I didn't get a busy signal, but I just got a recorded message saying, oh, sorry, we're experiencing really high call volumes. We're just gonna disconnect you right now. Thanks for trying, bye. Thanks for playing, bye-bye. Too bad, so sad, sorry. I mean, really? That's the best you can do, New York State? Absolutely ridiculous.
Sorry, the number you called was busy. Please try again later.
Now back to being busy again.
Message 14.
Message 14. Switch 2315. Aggravating beyond belief.
Welcome to the New York State.
Hey, look at that! I finally got through again.
Claims line. To continue in English, press 1.
About time.
The Department of Labor will begin rolling out a callback feature, which allows state representatives to call New Yorkers with incomplete unemployment insurance applications and complete their applications over the phone. To prevent fraud, state representatives will verify their legitimacy by providing New Yorkers claim type and filing date. On Friday, March 20th,
Well, that seemed like a new message that they just put up there.
The CARES Act that enhances unemployment insurance benefits. If you are already receiving unemployment insurance benefits, there is nothing you need to do to qualify for the enhanced UI benefits. Your benefits will be automatically updated.
Yeah, we already heard all this. Just get to the point, damn it! Get me to the menu! Actually, I wonder, I wonder if the microphone up there can actually pick it up all the way down here or not. Because, let me tell you, my arm's getting tired holding the phone up like that next to the mic. Yeah, we know. He threw out. file your claim on Monday. Your last name starts with G through N. File your claim on Tuesday. Your last name starts with O through Z. File your claim on Wednesday. If you missed your filing day, you can file your claim on Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. We've also extended our hours. Instead of 8 through 5, now we're open 8 through 7:30, except on Friday when we're working on 8 a.m. through 6 p.m. Yes, I am.
Federal government took action on the Families First Coronavirus Response Act, including extended unemployment benefits. New Yorkers do not need to do anything new.
Do not need to do anything new in order to qualify for these benefits. You'll get them automatically if you're already filed for unemployment benefits before they had passed that act, which I haven't. I haven't even been able to get through to anybody to file a claim.
Compliance available for your fellow New Yorkers who need to file new claims. Thank you for your understanding and patience. Please note, Tax Form 1099-G is only mailed upon request.
Yeah.
You can immediately view and print your 1099-G for calendar year 2019 on our website at labor.fy.gov.
Well, I need the Form 1099-G because I didn't get.
Otherwise, press 9 to continue to the main menu.
No, 9 to the main menu.
For quality assurance, your call may be monitored or recorded. Please choose one of the following selections. Enter your representative's telephone extension number. Press 1.
No.
To complete your claim that was already begun on our website or by phone, press 2.
Yes, that's what I want. Option 2.
Press 3.
I don't need to file a new claim.
Or to listen to quick answers about your payment options and unemployment insurance, press 4.
No, I don't need that.
Representative about a claim you have already filed, press 5. For PIN or address change.
Nah, we'll just do option 2.
Opportunity, employer program provider. Auxiliary aids and services are available upon request to individuals with disabilities. Before we get started, I need to collect some information. Please enter your 9-digit social security number using your telephone keypad. For helping complete your claim, thank you for calling the New York State Department of Labor telephone.
Alright, so now it says I'm in a queue waiting for
The
a
information
claims
you have
specialist.
provided has been recorded in our system, but in order for your claim to be completed, you need to speak with a claims specialist.
Yeah, I
We are
know.
experiencing a high volume of calls at this time, and all specialists are busy with other customers. Our extended hours are Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 7:30 p.m., and Saturday and Sunday between the hours of 7:30 a.m. and 8 p.m.
What? So it just says that we're experiencing a high volume of calls. Call back again later, and it just disconnects. I mean, that's just absolutely ridiculous, and there's absolutely no excuse for that kind of treatment of people. I don't even know what to say. It's just so infuriating and maddening that the state of New York is putting New Yorkers through this kind of crap, that even if you're able to get through after hours and hours of trying, you finally get through to the telephone claim center line, you go through 9 million pages of automated press 1 for this, 2 for that, 9 for this, 12 for that, you know, and you finally get through and they say, okay, you know, yeah, we got your claim information, you started on the website, it's all great, but sorry, we're experiencing high call volumes, so we're not going to deal with you right now. And they disconnect. Then I try calling back again and it's going to be another half an hour. Busy signal, busy signal, busy signal, busy signal, busy signal. So this is just absolutely ridiculous. And you've seen what everybody's going through out there. This is just absolutely ridiculous that nobody can get through. And this is like the 3rd or 4th week of people not being able to work. They started shutting things down, March 18th, 19th, somewhere around there, when the state officially shut down all non-essential businesses. And now here it is, April 9th, and people still can't get through to the unemployment claim center just to file a claim, to try to get paid because they can't work, because the state has shut everything down. I mean, it's just absolutely ridiculous, and there's absolutely no excuse for this. They could be expanding phone lines at this point. It's not like this is the first week that they've been inundated with calls. They should have expanded number of phone lines, hired more people to man the phone lines, you know, whatever needs to be done in order to make sure that people can get through and file for their unemployment benefits so they can get paid, so that they can afford to pay their rent, pay their mortgages, buy food for their families, whatever needs to be done, you know. The federal government has passed legislation to try to help people out, but it's no good when the state won't even allow people to file claims to get access to these benefits that have already been approved by Congress, the Senate, and signed into law by the President. If you, like me, are having all these issues, please definitely think about calling and writing the governor, Andrew Cuomo, the governor of New York, and let him know that this is going on. Call your state representatives, call your local state assemblymen, the state senators for the state Senate, not the U.S. Senate. You can also call those people too, like Chuck U. Schumer there, or Senator Gillibrand there from New York as well, and let them know this is what's going on out there and something needs to be done. If you're sitting at home, no money coming in, can't file for unemployment benefits either because you can't get through to the website or can't get through to the telephone claim center to file a claim. There's just absolutely no excuse why the government should be failing at this epic of a level after they have just deemed executive fiat, bam, just like that, snapped their fingers and shut everything down, and everybody's out of a job. So call and write representatives, call and write Governor Cuomo of New York State, and you know, let them know what's going on and that you're fed up with this garbage. That's the only way that they're going to get a clue that, you know, hey, something needs to change here. So thank you very much for watching, and please, down below in the comments, leave a comment. Let us know what your experiences are. If you're running into these same issues, if you're a New York State resident, resident of New York City and are unable to get through, if you've been impacted and lost your job because of coronavirus, COVID-19, let us know. Even if you're not a resident of the state of New York and you live in one of the other 49 states and you're having similar problems, let us know too. It'd be interesting to see how other states compare to the state of New York, if they're having problems or not, or if it's going smoothly and people are able to file unemployment claims in other states. Maybe other states' infrastructure is holding up much better than New York's, despite all the taxes that we pay in New York State. Sales tax, income tax, property tax, school taxes, you know, everything. Highest taxed state, number one highest taxed state in the country. We're ahead of even California. Let me just pull this up for you here. Overall tax burden by state. New York, number one, as I said, highest tax state in the country. And this is the kind of services that we have come to expect in New York State, being the highest tax state in the country. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. So guess what the number two highest tax state is in the country? It's Hawaii. And they're an island in the middle of the Pacific. But that's still only number two to New York, which is number one. with a difference there of over 1%. There's over a 1% difference in taxes between Hawaii and New York. Hawaii's total tax burden is 11.71% tax rate, and New York's is 12.97, almost 13%. So almost 13% of your overall income is going to taxes in New York State. Then number 3, Maine. Number 4, Vermont, Bernie Sanders' state there. Then, interestingly enough, Minnesota comes in at number 5. Number 6, Rhode Island. Number 7, New Jersey. Number 8, Connecticut. Illinois, next highest tax state, coming in at number 9. Then Iowa, of all places, number 10. Followed by number 11, California. So a lot of people complain, say that California is like a really high tax state. Everything's super expensive out there. That may be between a lot of places in California, like San Francisco, LA, versus New York City. It's probably a toss-up. They're probably very similar, high cost of livings in those areas. But at least as far as taxes go, overall taxes, California is number 11 to New York's number 1. And overall tax burden in California is only 9.47% versus almost 13% in New York. In any event, I know it's a kind of very long tangent here. I just wanted to put that out there just to highlight the fact that we are the highest taxed state in the country, number 1, New York, and yet our services suck. They can't even man the unemployment telephone claims center. They keep hanging up on people, busy signals. You know, I know they're getting spiked. They're getting a lot of calls right now. Millions of people. So out of 20 million people in the entire state, with 8.6 million of them being in New York City, even if you had, I mean, there's been some estimates out there that unemployment, like real unemployment numbers, not necessarily what you're getting in new unemployment claims, because hey, people can't even get through to file an unemployment claim, as we just saw. Real unemployment numbers are probably higher than that, but people have been estimating these unemployment numbers could be as high as 25, 30, 35%. So think of that, you know, what's roughly a third or so of 20 million people. That's how many people are trying to get through right now. Figure there's probably 6 to 7 million people in the entire state trying to get through to the telephone claim center right now to file or complete their claim over the phone. It's a lot of call volume. I get it, but still, there's not really an excuse. The state of New York knows how much population they have. They know they've got 20 million people in the state. I know they weren't ready for all of them to file unemployment claims at the same time. I get that, but you gotta figure, even if somehow unemployment numbers start spiking and get 10-15%, that's still a lot of calls at once that you're gonna get. Apparently you just don't have the infrastructure right now to handle that, which is pretty ridiculous. So, as I said, leave a comment below. Let us know what your experiences are. Don't forget to call the governor and your elected representatives and give them an earful if you're out there and having these similar problems and you're not able to get through to file a claim online or through the telephone. Thank you very much for watching. I just wanted to share with you what my experiences are, at least, and I'm sure the experiences of a lot of frustrated New Yorkers out there. And I'm sure a lot of people have had enough of dealing with this garbage, and they don't even want to deal with filing for unemployment right now. They would rather just have businesses reopen back in New York so that they can get back to work, because that's a lot easier than having to file for unemployment benefits, spending all day every day just trying to get through, only to keep getting busy signals, keep getting disconnected and thrown off the system and everything. It's just been one hell of a nightmare here for the past 3 or 4 weeks now that people have been going through. So thank you again for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.